So, I must say I am impressed you got here. Team Rocket captures Pokemon from around the world. They're important tools for keeping our criminal enterprise going. I am the leader, Giovanni. For your incidents, I will make you feel a world of pain. Hey everyone, Lightning Spirit 78 here, and welcome back to some more of Let's Play Pokemon Leaf Green. Last episode we took the Rocket base in Celadon City by storm, and in this episode we're fighting the Team Rocket leader, Giovanni. Yeah, hopefully some of you know that song. I believe it was from the Pokemon Live musical show from like way back when. Anyway, he starts out here with his Onix. It's a rock ground type, not that hard. I decided to send in, come on, Dugtrio. Decided to send in Dugtrio just to get in some more experience, since this thing could totally handle an Onix, or so I thought. I swear to God, if that had been a magnitude 10 right there, I would have been kinda cheesed off. And yes, I said cheesed off. This cheese tastes good, I don't know. Just a random thought. Anyway, next up comes his Rhyhorn. This Rhyhorn is the same exact type as Onix, not that difficult. And it's gonna get destroyed by Dugtrio's magnitude 9 anyway, so. Maybe. Yeah, because Onix and Rhyhorn actually have some pretty decent defenses. And finally, his last Pokemon is Kangaskhan, a normal type. I'm gonna send in... You know what? Let's send in a new guy. Summer, it's up to you. Actually, I don't know why, but for some reason, Summer's actually starting to become one of my favorite team members on this team. I mean, I'm not trying to choose favorites here, but he's definitely becoming one of mine. Mostly because Ninetales has always been one of my favorite Pokemon anyway. I mean, it's so beautiful and majestic looking. Oh god! Okay, I actually didn't think I would live that. Will-O-Wisp! Why? Okay, fine, whatever. That's probably for the best anyway, considering Ninetales is going to have to take the next gym by storm anyway. Speaking of storms... Thunderbolt! And is he gonna get down? Oh, come on! Stinking Kangaskhan. You know what? Quick attack. Ha! Insult to injury. I defeated you with a cheap attack. And I got up to level 30. Nice. And there we go. Boss Giovanni's defeated. I see that you raise Pokemon with the utmost of care. A child like you would never understand what I hope to achieve. I shall step aside this time. I hope we meet again. Ooh, he gave us something. We got the Silph Scope! Yeah, I had to give it the little Zelda effect there. Why? I don't know. Anyway, now that we're done here, let's head up to the first floor. And actually, we're going to head all the way back to Lavender Town. So, what? Huh? I thought well, that was a bit unexpected. Anyway, as I was saying, is that now I'm going to go back to the Pokemon Center and heal. And then we're going to go back and see what's going on in Lavender Town now that we have the Silph Scope. Okay, you're probably wondering where exactly I am. I'm actually at the gate between Route 7 and 8. If you go over here to the guard, remember how all the guards here were thirsty? Well, if you give them the tea that the old lady gave you, apparently they'll take a drink from it, and this guy will share it with all the other guards and let you through. Backwash much? Anyway, so yeah, they're happy, they're no longer thirsty, and we can go into Saffron City. This is basically a short, little shortcut, to, Lavender Town. We're not gonna take care of the city just yet. We'll get to the city much later because there's lots of ways you could really go through to the city, but anyway, now we're here on Route 8 again. Yeah, I took the liberty of fighting all the trainers off screen. And welcome to Lavender Town. Alright. So we have the Silph Scope. We can see ghosts, which means we can actually get through the tower. We know about the Cubone's mother being dead, and we know about Mr. Fuji being kidnapped. All of those signs point to trouble, and all that trouble usually points to Team Rocket. Even we could not identify the wayward ghosts. A silphscope might be able to unmask them. Well, we just so happen to have a silphscope now, don't we? Okay, now in Pokemon Tower, there's actually 3 new Pokemon that you can find here. The first of which is the only ghost type you really find in this game, which is Ghastly. Ghastly is actually a poison ghost type, and it has some pretty nice special attack. I highly recommend using a Ghastly. It's not the fastest thing in the world, but when it evolves, it certainly is. And speaking of its evolution, the other Pokemon you can find here is Haunter. Again, another ghost poison type, since it's just the evolved form of Ghastly. Haunter has a lot of special attack, and it's very fast. It evolves through trade into a Gengar, but if you don't have the ability to trade with a friend, well, that's actually okay. Because, in my opinion, Haunter can actually stand its own in battle without being a Gengar, so. The final Pokemon here in Pokemon Tower is Cubone. Cubone. Cubone here is actually a pretty decent ground type. Cubone actually has a lot more defense than anything else. Its attack is pretty decent. Personally, I like using Sand Slash if I use any ground type, besides Dugtrio, but hey, if you want to use a Cubone and a Marowak, and evolve it into a Marowak, then go ahead. Okay, now as you can tell, all these channelers, or whatever these guys are, seem to be possessed by something. And we are in the Pokemon Tower. Be gone, malevolent spirit. Bleh. I don't know. But yeah, I actually had a lot of stuff that I had planned out to talk about for this tower. I don't know if any of you have ever heard of why did I use Recover? Well, now I need to use Recover. Thank you, Nightshade, for doing your typical 22 damage. Confusion, you're out front. Jeez, that was stupid. I mean, my goodness. That was just a whole new level of dumb. I mean, derp. just derp. Anyway. I originally had some stuff that I wanted to talk about in Pokemon Tower. I don't know if any of you have ever read stories that people have written on the internet called creepypastas, but a while back, Dark499 and I and a couple others were really kind of into the Pokemon creepypastas. And so many of them had to deal with Lavender Town and this very tower. The main reason they had to do with the Pokemon Tower is for something that we haven't really seen yet. But man, some of them could be creepy. There was one, I'm trying to think which one about Pokemon Tower was actually the creepiest. Yeah, I don't know, I mean there was one about a red from the old Pokemon Red and Blue games being replaced by the red from this game. There's one about Silver, or not about Silver, about Gold from the Pokemon Crystal games. I don't know, it's just creepy stories, so if you ever want to read something, look up a Pokemon creepypasta. Even look it up while watching this video, because it certainly is the creepy atmosphere. I have to say, the music, I don't know why, but I really... Okay, truth be told, I have no idea how I'm gonna catch a Ghastly, and oh, come on! As I was saying, I have no idea how I'm gonna catch a Ghastly, considering the majority of my team either has moves that are too powerful to catch these things, or they're super effective against a Ghastly, or something stupid. Go Snow Class! That was weird. Yeah, like I said, all these channelers seem to be possessed by the Ghastlies or something. Which actually leads me to an interesting topic. How many of you have actually read the Pokemon Adventures manga? Do any of you remember that chapter that took place in Pokemon Tower, where all the Ghastlies were being used by Team Rocket to raise all the Pokemon from the dead, and there was like a whole army of disgusting-looking Pokemon zombies? That chapter was creepy, man. I mean, that was just kind of weird. It was cool weird, but it was just kind of weird, to say the least. Okay, now, as I was about to say, if you come here, this lady right here has set out a purified space. Basically what It's a Cubone. These things are actually incredibly rare on this floor. I'm gonna try and catch this little guy. Mostly for the Pokedex, but I really want to see if I can handle this. I mean, I'm having enough trouble catching the Ghastlies because all my attacks seem to be either too powerful or super effective against a Ghastly. I'll see if I can find a Haunter in here off screen. Not Headbutt! No Pop-Tarts! Anyway. Only a few people will get that joke. Alright, 1, 2, 3... Yeah! I got a Cubone! Okay, now, as I was about to say before we were so rudely interrupted by this cute little Cubone, is that if you step in here, all your Pokemon get fully healed. So this is like, again, having a free Pokemon Center in the middle of the tower. And considering this tower is quite long, zombies! Considering this tower is quite long, it's actually quite nice to have. And I'm starting to see a trend here. All these channelers seem to have just one Ghastly. It's getting sort of old, but not really. Could be worse. Could be Zubats and Raticates. If we haven't seen enough of those already. Ha! Yeah, I have to admit, the channelers in this place say some really weird things. Like that. Okay, let's come over here and get this nugget. Sweet, we can sell that. So I actually do need a bit more money to buy something in an episode or two. Oh, shoot, I thought that was the last 4. Okay, well, let's come down here and pick up this X accuracy anyway. Ah! I swear, between all my attacks being too powerful and all these critical hits, I am never, ever going to catch a Ghastly in this place. That'll probably be like the last Pokemon I catch now because all my attacks are too powerful. And I only have like 4 Pokeballs when I came into this place having like... Okay, well, not this place exactly, but this area of the game having like 20-some. But this stupid Machop in Rock Tunnel like took up all my Pokeballs. It was ridiculous. I had like 12 Pokeballs and he brought me down to like 6. Stupid Machop. Oh wow, Houdini really got a lot of level ups. I was not paying attention to the level ups. You. You're getting kind of close to evolving, and Summer, no offense, but I kind of don't want you to evolve or to get any more levels at the moment. Considering you'll just kind of destroy the next gym anyway. Now let me guess, 1 Ghastly? Yep. Chancellor Amelia. Ah, the Chancellors, they never fail. Or channelers, I guess they are. No, they're not chancellors, they're channelers. Duh. And Channeler Amelia goes down, her and her 1 Ghastly, just like everybody else in this place. Alright, come over here. Pick up a rare candy, I'll be using that soon on someone. And if you come over here... This is what we needed the Sylph Scope for. Begone, intruders! If you don't have the Sylph Scope, all you'll see is his ghost, and all your Pokemon won't be able to move. But if you have the Sylph Scope, you'll realize that the ghost is a Marowak. And if you know anything about Cubones, Marowaks are the evolved form of Cubones. So this is basically led to believe that this is the mother of that Cubone that the people in Lavender Town were talking about that was killed by Team Rocket. Now, try as you might, and believe me, I did try this when I was younger, you cannot catch this Marowak, considering it's dead. There's actually a lot of creepypastas about people that like hacked the game and caught the Marowak and it like possessed their game and But anyway. So all we can really do is lay this Marowak to rest here and move on with the rest of our day. And it gives us some nice experience too. The ghost was the restless spirit of Cubone's mother. The mother's spirit was calmed. It departed to the afterlife. And speaking of Team Rocket, if we come up here... Hey boy! Technically, all of these guys are required, but we've seen enough Team Rocket battles anyway, so I'm just gonna cut all 4 of these guys out, and then I'll meet you at the end. You suck! And with that, we are done. And as you can see, we found Mr. Fuji. Heh, you came to save me? Thank you, but I came here out of my own free will. I came to calm the spirit of Cubone's mother. I think Marowak's spirit has finally left us. I must thank you for your kind concern. Follow me to my home, Pokemon House, at the foot of this tower. If you came here of your own free will, why did Team Rocket, force you to stay there? Never mind. Stop pressing that button. Anyway, come over here and talk to Mr. Fuji. Your Pokedex quest is one that requires strong dedication. Without deep love for Pokemon, your quest may fail. I'm not sure if this will help you, but I'd like you to have it anyway. And make it the Poke Flute. The Poke Flute is actually going to be used on those sleeping Pokemon that are in the middle of the roads to the next city in the game. Upon hearing the Poke Flute, sleeping Pokemon will spring awake. Try using it on Pokemon that are sleeping obstacles. And that we will. Surprise teleport! Yes, we've left Lavender Town pretty much for good now. There's not really anything else we can do here. And we're back in Celadon. So, there's not really much we can do in Celadon either. However, there is one thing we have yet to do. And we'll be taking care of that in the next episode. And that is actually taking care of the next Pokemon gym. We're going to go get our 6th and final Pokemon. And we're going to deal with the sleeping Pokemon to the west. And head on to the next city in the game, which is Fuchsia City. So, if you guys like this episode, please subscribe. Thank you so much for watching. And I'll see you next time when we take on the Celadon City Gym. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye, and have a great day.